Okay, so here's the code we were working with last time to talk a little bit about polymorphism and inheritance, and let's use this code to show something about pointers in Bash++ and see how they work. One of the first things you see we could do is we could take the address of an object, so we can go ahead and say echo address of, and we use the ampersand there, the same C-style syntax that you might notice from the rest of the language, and we can go ahead and run that. Oh, I'm sorry. And you see we get a pointer. That's an address. Now we can also declare it as a pointer to begin with. Animal pointer, animal, and we can say that equals at new animal, and this new statement will return a pointer. And then we can say echo animal, and in this case it will not echo to primitive, like we talked about before. It'll just echo the pointer. And you can see here we get a pointer, and it's different every time. You can still call to primitive explicitly, of course, and say dot to primitive, and you'll see that's the same result that we would have come to expect. Another thing we can do is take one address and put it in another. So we could say dog pointer dog equals, and take the address of animal and say dog.pet. And you can see that run. And you see, in fact, it called the correct version of the method, because it's not, after all, a dog object. It's an animal object, isn't it? Now, for more careful casting like that, we can use dynamic casts. So let's show an example of that. So let's declare a dog, and then let's say animal pointer animal equals dynamic cast, and let's cast it to the animal base type address of dog. Okay? Now this dynamic cast will do a runtime check to see if the cast is valid. And if not, it'll return null pointer. So we could do that here. If we're responsible developers, we could say if animal equals at null pointer, then echo cast was invalid, else echo AOK, and why not just do animal.pet. Okay, and see what the output of that is. I think you know what it's going to be. AOK, you pet the 40 kilogram dog.